Good morning, everyone, and thank you for taking time out of your day to attend this meeting. We've gathered here to discuss and evaluate TV Time's crisis response to the recent claim made in our corporate offices. This claim is serious and the content matter is sensitive, so it is important to operate both expeditiously and cautiously. Please do not share the content of this meeting with others outside of this group until a formal announcement is made. This is an evolving plan, and information released in an incomplete or unrevised form could create an impression not aligned with TV Time's intentions. With that, let us begin. So to summarize, let's take a look at the incident. On June 30th, a member of our corporate operations team reported a live camera located on the back of a toilet seat in the upstairs women's bathroom. The management team of our 1234 Not Real Road location collaborated with our security and HR department to ensure the device was removed. An investigation has begun to determine if further devices had been placed and who the culprit was behind this act. It must be made clear that this is an act that is in severe breach of TV Time's code of conduct and employee protection policies. Through this collaboration, we are creating an effective response to this situation. The implications to this act can have severe consequences on TV Time's public reputation and workplace integrity. Hence, it is vital we address our next steps effectively and efficiently.
At TV Time, we know how important it is to respond quickly and thoughtfully when a serious issue like sexual harassment claim arises. That's why having a right team in place is essential. Each of us on this crisis team has a role to play ensuring we handle the situation with professionalism, compassion, and clarity. Blake, as our team lead, will be guiding the overall response. He will be responsible for making key decisions, coordinating with each of us, and making sure that the response stays on track and aligns with company standards. Jim Crowley is our spokesperson. He'll be the one delivering any official messages, whether it is to our internal team or to the public. To avoid confusion or mixed signals, all communications will come from his voice alone. Sandy, as our HR representative, plays a crucial role. She'll be directly supporting the individuals involved in helping us manage internal conversations with care. Her goal is to make sure that we are being fair, respectful, and in full alignment with our workplace policies. Dylan, our legal advisor, ensures we handle everything the right way legally, from disclosures to rights and documentations. He'll make sure that our response not only reflects our values but also meets legal and ethics standards. Finally, Valerie is our communications lead. She'll be crafting all messages, making sure that we say is thoughtful, accurate, and true to who we are as a company. She'll work closely with Valerie and Dylan to keep everything aligned with company. By working together, we can respond in a way that protects everyone involved, reinforces our values, and helps maintain the trust we've built within the team with the public.
The spokesperson plays a critical role in shaping public and internal perception. Jim Crawley is trusted internally, has experience addressing difficult topics with clarity and compassion, and understands the nuances of both media and employee communication. His tone will be respectful, transparent, and supportive, which are all essential qualities in a situation like this.
Responding to a sexual harassment allegation requires a delicate and strategic approach. It requires immediate internal communication. Before any external response, we need to ensure that the media team is aligned with HR and the company's legal team. We need to acknowledge that the company is aware of the allegations while emphasizing that the company's values and how we are committed to a safe, respectful, and inclusive work environment for the policy plan. It is very important to include the following key elements: immediate response to acknowledge the allegations promptly, ensure the well-being of the complaint, and offer support resources. The next step would be to start an investigation. Next, we would need to document all steps of the findings and interviewing possible suspects. Once the investigation is closed, we would need to take corrective action by taking the appropriate disciplinary action step to train and prevent further accidents to happen while promoting a culture of respect and inclusivity and establishing clear reporting procedures. Lastly, we would consult with legal counsel to ensure policies are up to date and effective.
Before I read the statement we have prepared, I just want to say a quick word. We know this topic can be hard to talk about, but it's also really important. Everyone deserves to feel safe, respected, and included, whether it's in class, on campus, at work, or anywhere else. This message is about standing up to those values. It's about creating a space where no one has to worry about being harassed or disrespected, and where people feel supported if something does happen. So as I read this, I hope we can all take a moment to really reflect on what kind of environment we want to be part of and what each of us can do to help support that. This is about making sure that every single person here feels like they truly belong. That's not just a pleasant statement, it's something that we all deserve. For our organization, everyone matters. That means everyone has the right to feel safe, valued, and respected. Therefore, we do not welcome sexual harassment of any kind. We would like to make it clear we have zero tolerance for anything that goes against our pillars of respect, inclusion, and safety of our team. We acknowledge that this can be difficult to discuss. If you have experienced or witnessed anything that may have affected you, please know that you're not alone. Your voice matters and we support you. Report of any kind will be approached promptly and diligently with everyone involved. We are committed to building a safe and respectable environment.
In a sexual harassment crisis, or any crisis for that matter, confidentiality is a legal and ethical principle in our communication plan. Our company follows strict adherence with Title VII of the Civil Rights Act and all applicable state laws. Title VII provides the framework for investigation and prevention of sexual harassment in the workplace through rapid and lawful response. During a crisis, protecting the identities of the accuser and the accused is crucial and should be kept on a need-to-know basis limited to HR, legal counsel, and our trained investigators, as premature disclosure could not only lead to a violation of privacy laws, but can also escalate the situation. These investigations are conducted in a confidential manner with professionalism and neutrality by separating facts from rumors and prohibits discussion outside of formal procedures. This supports fairness and helps to avoid retaliation claims. Speaking of retaliation claims, it is illegal by law to penalize any person who reports or actively participates in a harassment investigation. This has clearly been communicated and maintained throughout our company, and we will continue to do so. Lastly, is keeping accurate records of all communications and correspondence. It is vital we do this as a company to not only document the situation, but also keep accurate records that will help to protect against escalations in legal proceedings or audits if the case intensifies to that level. Our legal obligation is to maintain confidentiality during a crisis and is a key component to maintaining employee trust and compliance.
Above, we have drafted the following statements for our internal and external stakeholders. We want to make sure we are ensuring those who work internally feel their concerns are recognized and are protected from this situation possibly happening to them. So for our internal statement, we would say, "Good morning, everyone. Recently, we have been made aware of a claim of harassment at one of our corporate offices. When we heard of this situation, we acted immediately to ensure the continued protection of all of our staff. Be aware that TV Time has a zero tolerance policy for any forms of harassment. Employee safety is our top priority, and we are dedicated to continue in that direction. If you have any questions on our code of conduct or employee protection policy, please ask your direct leader for guidance. Together, we can continue to ensure the safety of the TV Time family." For our external stakeholders, while it is important to ensure this won't happen again, it is also vital to directly clarify the steps taken to do so. This will maintain the credibility of the organization in the face of the crisis. Externally, we would say, "Good morning, everyone. In response to recent events regarding claims of harassment, please be aware that we are dedicated to the protection of all of our employees. The situation has been addressed and the concern has been resolved. We are now in the phase of ensuring a situation of this nature does not happen again. We are doing so through collaboration with our human resource partners and updates to our policies on employee protection. TV Time has a zero tolerance policy for any type of harassment. Thus, we take these situations incredibly seriously. Rest assured that even though this situation has concluded, we will do everything in our power to protect our employees even better. Just as TV Time brings joy to the lives of our viewers through its programming, we are ensuring to protect the joy of those who make TV Time possible." As mentioned previously, this is a collaboration, and the scripting on these statements may change upon further review. With that being said, we will leave this slide up as we move on to the discussion portion of this meeting, and I want to thank everyone for being attentive during this presentation. Once again, thank you for your time.